All right, I have no idea if this is working or not. I really don't know. I'm going to look through the computer and see if it is. If it isn't, I'll just have to start over again. Having trouble again with this landscape on the phone deal. So let's see how it's looking on the computer. Is it looking sideways? Yep, it's looking sideways. Of course it is. Let's turn the volume off. All right. What are you doing here? All right, come on. Why are you not working for me? I'm trying to get this landscaping stuff squared away. I'll keep running into problems. Hello, Brandon. How you doing? I apologize for the snafu. Some reason it is not letting me do this. I'm running into this trouble again. I've had that happen several times, and I don't know what's causing it. I can try to do it vertically, but you're not going to see a whole lot if I do it that way. Hello, Philip. How are you doing? I don't know why it's doing this to me. It seems to like to do this to me, and I don't know why. I've tried the vertical. I've tried the thing to go the other way, and it just doesn't seem to like me when I'm doing that. So don't know why it's doing this. I may have to just do it vertically if it won't, but that's gonna suck. So I really don't know what to do with this, folks. Let me know. It's still gonna be, yeah, I'm making people dizzy, aren't I? I really don't know what to do with this, folks. I really don't. Guess I'll just have to do it this way. It's the only way I can know to do it. You're not going to get much of a picture, but at least it's not sideways. That ain't saying much, is it? Well, there you go. All right, so I just have to be the way it is. I'm not going to be able to show the score sheet. Just going to be able to show the cards, which are the most important anyway. But unfortunately, when you're limited like this, that's the way it works. So let me get a little closer. Maybe at least the cards will show up halfway decent. If I can get anything else showing up. All right. Hope I'm still there. Phone is really giving me issues today, and I don't know why. Apologize to the folks that are here. In fact, I just recorded the Red Sox Orioles game, 1977 Stratomatic game 162, and of course it came out sideways, so may or may not even be able to upload that. My phone is just really giving me issues. I may have to invest in something else, I don't know, but right now we're just going to have to play it out with these cards. And in fact, I'm going to move the stadium card out of the way, and we're just going to have to do them vertically so I can fit the dice in here. You know what? I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do something different. We're not going to use the dice tray today. How about that? We'll 86 the dice tray and do this manually by hand and see if that works any better. We'll see if that works any better whatsoever. Let's see how it turns out. It's just really bugging the snot out of me that this is working like this. I can't even see the cards. All right, this is going to be a terrible video, but hey RJL, yeah, I'm having issues with my vertical and horizontal. It's not letting me go landscape for whatever reason. So I'm going to have to play it like this and just roll the dice by hand and try to show as much of the cards as I possibly can and just kind of describe what's happening because my phone is not cooperating. All right, so this is the Orioles and the Tigers, start number 15. We are at Tiger Stadium. Rudy May is the opposing pitcher for the O's. Go through the lineups very quickly. Al Bumrey's in left. Paul Blair is in center. Bobby Grich at second. Lee May at first. Ken Singleton at right. Tony Musier, the DH. Mark Belanger at short. Doug DeCinces at third. And Dave Duncan behind the plate. Unfortunately, I record with my smartphone, so I don't have a quote-unquote camera per se. I have a phone, and so when the phone doesn't want to operate correctly, it kind of limits me on what I want to do. All right, so enough of the griping about my phone and trying to make excuses for it. We'll just play it, and if you have to, maybe I'll try to be entertaining verbally. I doubt that, but you know, got to come up with something to try to keep everybody entertained. Get this out of the way. All right, so we're ready to go, and this is going to be unusual. I haven't rolled the dice in a long time. I've been using the dice tray for so long. I've got to get back to rolling dice. I hope I don't forget how to roll the dice. All right, so here we go. Fydrich against Bumry. And let's see, did it show up? Okay, it did show up on the camera. 1-5. A 1-5 for Fydrich is a home run question mark. 1 through 19 passes the check, but that's a 20, so no home run. We go straight to Bumry's card to finish. Whoops, to finish the at bat. This is very unorthodox. I don't like this. 6-2. 6-2 on Bumry is a single to left field. So how about that? Maybe the bird is thrown off his game here. Single by Bumry. His attempt is an 8. So let's see if he can get the jump. It's a 10. That means it's a hit and run. So when you go 2 above the jump, that means it's a hit and run for Paul Blair. And we get a 6-4. And I'm looking at my laptop for the skinny view that I've got. And that way I can make sure the dice at least show up on camera. 6-4 for Fydrich. 6-4. This is a hit and run, don't forget. Double question mark. 1 through 16 is the automatic star line. That's an 18, so no automatic out. We go to Paul Blair's card. And we get a 6-6. That's ground ball to short. The hit and run, they were at double play depth, so the double play rating is up 1, but it's a hit and run, so that kind of counteracts that. The hit and run reduces the double play rating by 2. So the double play rating for Paul Blair now has dropped to a 2 from a 3. But it is a ground ball to short, and we will check for the double play. Shortstop's pivot, second baseman's pivot, Garcia, is a 0. Fydrich adds nothing to the double play rating. So it's a 1-2 for a double play. And it's a 6. That means runners advance. On the hit and run. So it's a 6-3 ground out with Bumry going to second base. And there's one away. Reggie Jackson is on the bench. He's not in the starting lineup, but he is on the roster. In case you were curious, because this is the 1 year he played with the Orioles. Here's Bobby Grich. We get a 3-5. And that's a potential walk, and with that being a 1, I'm sorry, 3-5 is a blank. I was looking at 2-5. 3-5 is a blank. Everybody watching this for the first time is going to wonder who the hell I am. All right, so, and they have good reason to question me. 4-4 is a double to left field, and that will be an RBI double for Bobby Grich. Double for Bobby Grich. O's lead it 1-0 on the double by Bobby Grich. So he doubles. And that'll bring up Lee May. 1-0 O's. 4-5. Fydrich, 4-5 is a blank. We go to Lee May. 6-4. And that's a ground ball to third. So that means the runner is going to have to hold at second base. Now they're 2 away for Ken Singleton, the right fielder. 3-5. 3-5 is a blank on Fydrich. We go to Singleton. 1-1, that's a ground ball to second, and that's going to end the inning. But the Orioles grab a 1-0 lead thanks to the double by Bobby Grich. After half an inning, it is the Orioles 1, Tigers coming to bat. And Rudy May, the lefty, 15-10 on the season, will be pitching. Hey Bears, sorry about the skinny, you heard of skinny cow ice cream? This is like the skinny video, because my phone is not working in landscape right now for whatever reason, so I had to do it vertically, and so I've had to shrink everything up, take the dice tray out. It's just a mess, but I'll try to drive on. Here's Ron LaFleur. 4-2 on Rudy May is a blank, so we skip Rudy May and go to Ron LaFleur. We get a 3-4. 3-4 is a star line 4, which is a ground ball to third. So taken over there by DeSensei, 1 away. Brings up Tom Verizer. Verizer, 6-1. And that's a strikeout chance for Rudy May, but that's an 18, and Verizer doesn't strike out that much. So we go to Verizer's card, and we get a 6-3. That's a fly to right. So this is very unorthodox. I'm very uncomfortable doing this because I know it looks like crap, but That's all I can do at the moment until I can figure out what my technical difficulties are at some other point. 6-4, Rudy May is a strikeout chance. That's a 7. His strikeout's a 6, but the stadium adds 1. Can't see it because I didn't bring it in. Stadium does add 1. So that 6 becomes a 7. That is a 7, so it is a strikeout. Rusty Staub out on strikes to end the inning. And with 1 innings in the books, 1-0 O's. We've seen a lot of the O's because in 77, the ALCS is the O's and the Rangers. All right, so here is Tony Muser. 5-3 for Fydrich against Muser, and that's would be a single, but he's not tired. So I'm sorry, I was looking at 4-3. 5-3 is a blank for a lefty, strikeout against a righty. Muser's a lefty, so we treat it as a blank. Go to Muser. 6-1, and that's a single to center field for Tony Muser. He will hit a leadoff single. His attempt is an H, which means he can only go anywhere on a hit and run, so not even going to worry about that. Go straight to Belanger. The infield is a double play depth. 2-5. 2-5 is a potential walk. 15, though, is too much. Even with the stadium adding 1, that's only a 13. That's a 15. No walk. Go to Belanger. 1-3 is a fly to center field. And there's 1 away. So Belanger is retired. That brings up Doug DeSensei. Mr. DeSensei. 4-5 on Fydrich is a blank. So we move on to DeSensei's card. 4-5. Starline 2. Ground ball to short. Potential double play. They are at double play depth, so DeSensei's now a 3. See if we get the double play or not. We do. It's a 2. So it's going to be a, I believe it was a 6-4-3. I don't remember exactly what the infielder was, but I think it's 6-4-3. Doesn't really matter. I'm not keeping fielding stats. So the important thing is we got a double play. So I appreciate that, RJL. I do complain when I don't like what I'm doing. So I have certain standards I like to try to maintain, and this isn't one of them. But I guess it's either that or turn the stream off. That's my 2 choices. So I guess I have to just take what I can get. All right, so here's Willie Horton. I appreciate you guys sticking with me despite this fiasco. Horton, 3-2. 3-2 is a blank on Rudy May, and here's Willie Horton. Try it again, 1-3. Now he is facing a lefty, so it's a split chance, but a lefty, he's going to fly to right. Against a righty, he would have doubled, but he's going to fly to right. So apparently he hit better against righties than he did lefties, and so this time facing the lefty doesn't help him. He flies to right field. Here is Alex Johnson, the DH. I'm sorry, that was Horton, the DH. Alex Johnson's a left fielder today. 3-1, and that's a range play. So we got a range play on Rudy May's card. 5-6. 5-6 is a single to second base, or past second, but it is a range check. So that means Bobby Grich could take that hit away. Grich is a 3. And it's 2, so Bobby Grich will take away that single. He ranges deep into the hole, gets it, throws to the first baseman Lee May, and he's out. 2 down. So Alex Johnson would-be hit is gone. 2 outs, base is empty for Rudy May facing Jason Thompson. 3-4 is a blank for Jason Thompson. 2-4. 2-4 is a star line 5, which is a fly to left. And the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Tigers. We go to the third. 1-0 O's. 1-0 O's. Maybe there'll be a way once once it uploads that I can somehow switch it to landscape. I don't know the technical things of YouTube in the YouTube studio. I'm not that proficient to what you can do in there, but maybe there's a way to do it. I don't know. If not, we'll just have to live with it. All right, here is Dave Duncan, the catcher. 6-1, and that's the potential walk, but that's a 3, so that will be a walk. His walk is a 10. So Dave Duncan, a leadoff walk to start things off. He has no attempt rating, so we won't try anything. Here is Al Bumry. We get a 4-6, and that's a hit by pitch. He's a -4, he's a 1, that makes it a -3, so no hit by pitch is not a factor. So here's Al Bumry. 5-6 for Al Bumry is a ground ball to short. Now they are at double play depth, so the double play rating for Bummery goes up to a 3. No pivot, so 1 to 3 it's a double play, and it's a 6. That means runner advances. So ground ball, and Duncan will get to second base. So he's in scoring position with 1 out for Paul Blair. I appreciate that, Jimmy B. That's very kind of you. Here's Paul Blair. Maybe I should podcast the way my camera equipment is not working well. 6-5 is a range play for Fydrich. So let's see who the range check is aboard. 4-5, Paul Blair. That is a fly to left field against a right-hander. But we're checking the range of the left fielder, Alex Johnson. He's only a 1, so very likely this will fall in for a hit. Oh, how about that? It's a 1. Alex Johnson got to it. It would have probably been extra bases had he not. But he gets to it somehow. That 1 showed up. So now here's Bobby Grich. Fydrich, a 6-5 is another range play. So we got a lot of range plays on Fydrich's card. We get a 6-6. That's a star line 2, which is a ground ball to short. Tom Verizor is a 3. So we're checking the range of Verizor. And that's a 1 again. So Verizor was able to do it. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the third. And that'll be leadoff time for Aurelio Rodriguez, bottom third of the order. Rodriguez, Garcia, and Kim due up against Rudy May. Rudy May has retired the first 6. 1-3 for Rudy May is a strikeout chance, but the D20 is a 20, so that's much too high. So we skip that, go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a 5-2. There's, as soon as I say something about it, there's a single to break up any potential thoughts of a no-hitter. Rodriguez singles. His attempt is a 1, so there's a chance he might do something. That's a 19, so nothing's going to happen there. So here's Garcia. Infield is a double play depth, so Garcia's rating will go up to a 3, which is a ground ball. That's a 2-1, which is an error on a throw potentially, if a throw is necessary. Garcia, 1-6. Star line 1 is a ground ball to short. So that we're looking at 2 things. First, we're looking at an error. Then we're looking at potential double play. The D20 is a 17. Shortstop error rating, Belanger is only a 4, so that's way above that. No error whatsoever. And now we're checking for the double play. Garcia is a 2, but again, they're playing at double play depth, makes him a 3. Rudy May adds 1 to that, makes him a 4. The pivot at second Grich is a 0. So it's a 1-4 for a double play. And it's a 3, so it's a double play. Make it or ring it up 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, the Tigers clear the bases. Here's Bruce Kim. May 2-4. And against a right-hander, that's a split chance. That's a home run possibility. Bruce Kim, though, is only a 3, and that's a 20, so no home run. So we finish it off on Kim's card. 4-6, he's going to ground it back to Rudy May, and that's going to end the inning. So 1-0 after 3 complete. Hey, Larry, how you doing? I apologize for the shrinking video. I won't belabor the point, but I'm having phone issues with my horizontal / landscape, so it won't do landscape for me. It comes out sideways. When I try to turn the phone to do a landscape, this is what happens. So I don't think anybody wants to watch it that way. So my only alternative until I figure out what the heck is going on is this. So there you go. That's why I don't have the dice tray, because it won't fit. I can barely fit the cards in. I can fit a little bit of the score sheet, but not much. So most of it you're just going to have to depend on my verbiage, which may or may not be all that wonderful. 6-1. 6-1 for Fydrich is a potential walk against a right-hander. That's a 15, so that walk is too much. Means Lee May will have to do it on himself. 5-6, he grounds to third. Rodriguez makes the play, and he's out of there, 1 away. That'll bring up Kenny Singleton. Fydrich, a 2-3, and that's a strikeout chance against a righty, but Singleton's a switch hitter batting left, so it is a blank. Skip that and go straight to Singleton. 5-3. 5-3 is a ground ball to short, and Tom Verizor puts that away. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Tony Muser, the DH. That is a 5-2. The D20 went way over there. 5-2 is a blank, so the D20 doesn't really matter. Here's Muser. 5-2 again. It's ground ball to first. Jason Thompson makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 O's. And Rudy May back out. Hello, Mr. Dave Little. How are you doing? Again, I apologize for the shrinkage in the width of the video. It's my camera screwing up, and I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over that I'm having technical issues. So this is the best I can do. So it's going to be, some of this is going to be going to be audio, like you're on the radio kind of thing. So I have to try to speak as though you can't see a lot of stuff, which you probably can't. All right, so here's Rudy May facing LaFleur. It's a 6-6, which is blank on Rudy May. So we go to LaFleur's card. 6-1 is a ground ball to first, and that's going to be put away easily by the first baseman, Lee May. One away. And here's Tom Verizor. We get a 4-3, which is a strikeout chance. That's a 7. Verizor is a 6, but the stadium again, we bring the stadium in. The stadium adds 1, and against the lefty, he's a 6. Makes that a 7. That is a 7, so Verizor will strike out. That's the second time the stadium has caused a strikeout. That +1. Here's Rusty Staub, 3-4. 3-4 for Staub is a blank. So we move on to Staub's card, 3-3. Starline 3, which is a ground ball to second, and that's going to end the inning. Dave, it's interesting you say that because I've heard a lot of people say they just listen, they don't really watch. So maybe that's a good one for this video. Don't watch, just listen, and hopefully I can paint a decent picture. All right, top of the 5th, 1-0 O's. Here's Mark Belanger, the shortstop. 5-6, and that's a possible error if there is a ground ball. Fly ball, you don't have to worry about it. But ground ball, we got to check for error. 3-1. 3-1's a fly to left, so no worries there. 1 away. Alex Johnson puts it away. Here's DeSensei. 2-4. 2-4 is a potential error if a throw is needed. So, depends on if a throw is needed or not. We'll see. DeSensei, boy, that went way over there. 4-4. 4-4 is a liner to first, so Thompson's not going to have to throw it anywhere, so no error check. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Dave Duncan, famous pitching coach of the A's and the Cardinals. Of course, he was a catcher with the O's, and this is the season they got Rick Dempsey from the Yankees, so Dempsey would take over after this season as the primary catcher, but right now it's Dave Duncan. Dempsey is on the roster, though. 3-6 is a potential strikeout. That's a 14. He strikes out of the 13, but again, the stadium adds the 1, so the stadium again, third strikeout that Tiger Stadium has created. That's one of the nuances of this game is the different things, the range checks and the stadium adding things to it. Some of those little nuances you may not get in other games. Each game has their positive and negative, so I'll try not to be too negative. I'll try to keep things on the positive. There's certain things about this game I don't care for, but I've already beaten that horse to death. So 2-4 for Rudy May, and that's a potential home run check against a right-handed batter. Horton is right-handed. He's a 15. That is a 15. So Willie Horton just takes Rudy May deep into that lower level of left field at Tiger Stadium. Just scrapes the fence, and then we are tied at a run apiece. The ballpark didn't add or take anything away from his home run, so he barely made it. That's all that counts. Here's Alex Johnson, 2-2, hit by pitch. Now, this would be interesting if we had a hit by pitch right after a home run. But Rudy May's a -8, so no chance of a hit by pitch. So we go to Alex Johnson, but that would have been apropos to have a hit by pitch after a home run. 3-3 is a Starline 2, which is a fly to center. And there's 1 away. So we're tied at 1. Tigers did tie it, so Fydrich trying to get some more run support. He's kind of weak on his run support lately. 1-3 is a strikeout, but 19 on the D20 is way too much. So we go to Thompson to finish. 1-5 is a ground ball to second, and that's put away over there by Bobby Grich. 2 down. And that brings up Aurelio Rodriguez, third baseman. 3-2. 3-2 is a blank on Rudy May. And 2-3. 2-3 is a ground ball to second. Again, Grich makes the play to end the inning, but the Tigers do tie it on the home run by Willie Horton. He heard a who, he heard a home run. And we go to the 6th, tied at 1 apiece. And it's amazing with these Orioles to look at this roster, how much turnover they had from 76 to 77. A lot of these guys on the roster in 76 were not there in 77. So All right, here's Al Bumry, top of the order. 2-1, and that's a potential error. So next batter, checking Bumry, there could be an error. 2-4. 2-4 is a double to center field. We checked the error on the floor, who's a 6, but that's a 9, so there's no error, but it will be a double. That was enough damage on its own. A double by Al Bumry, and he will reach. I'm going to eschew the strategy rolls today for the most part, unless I'm trying to steal. I'm not going to check walks and pickoffs and stuff. I just don't have time for that. With this setup, I just want to get going. 2-6, and that is a blank, so we move over to Paul Blair. 6-6, that's a ground ball to short, and with the runner at second, he has to hold. So Paul Blair he did not play fundamental baseball, did not get the ball to the right side of the infield, and Earl Weaver will let him know about it, and the Kangaroo Court will probably fine him. There's Bobby Grich. 3-5, that's blank on Fydrich. He's got a lot of blanks on his card. Grich, 4-1, ground ball to short. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to get fined too. So the Kangaroo Court stipend is building up. Rick Dempsey, I think, is the judge of that. Here's Lee May, 1-5, and that's a home run question mark. 1-7 against a right-hander to pass that check, but that's an 11, so it's not going to be a home run, which is a good thing because Lee May's got a 20 down here. So no home run. We got a Lee May. 6-5, Starline 2, ground ball to short again. So 3 consecutive ground balls to Verizon after that leadoff double, and the O's come up empty, and Earl is not happy about it. He is puffing on another Chesterfield. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at 1. Rudy May can face 27 batters. He's only faced 16, so he's well within his range to pitch quite a few more innings if he's effective. Garcia, the batter, getting to a double play his first time up. Can't do that now with the bases empty. 4-5, and that is a strikeout chance. That's a 6. So Garcia will take the whiff, 1 away. And that's going to send up Bruce Kim, personal catcher of Fydrich. 5-3, and that's the ballpark card, @ sign. The @ sign there means we go to the ballpark card. So Tiger Stadium. 4-6. 4-6 for Tiger Stadium. That's a single to center field, so Bruce Kim gets a single. And he's got an attempt of 3 with nothing on Rudy May, so we'll see if he can get a jump. 17, he does not, so he will have to stay put. Infield is double play for the Orioles, so that makes LaFleur, his double play rating is up to a 3, plus the 1 from Rudy May would make it a 4 if he gets the ground ball. A good chance for a double play. 2-4, though, is another home run chance right here for Rudy May against a right-hander, but LaFleur is only a 3, and that's a 15, so no home run. So we finish on LaFleur's card. 4-4 is a question mark 7 against a lefty. We come up here to this column. 13 through 18 is a triple against the lefty. That is a 13, so that is a triple for Ron LaFleur. He missed the home run, but he gets the triple, and that's an RBI triple as even the slow-running Bruce Kim comes around to score, and the Tigers lead it 2-1, and Earl definitely frustrated, especially going back to last inning when they couldn't get that runner home at second with nobody out. And now the infield's going to have to come in. They have no choice. They have no choice. They can't give up another run, at least not a cheap one. So the infield is in for Verizon. Rudy May could use a strikeout. It is a range play. Now that's going to be interesting because when you bring the infield in, your range goes down, quite a bit. In fact, I believe it goes down by 2, if I'm not mistaken. Infield in, and the range of the fielders dropped by 2. So this is going to make it very difficult for them to get to a ball if it's a ground ball. Now, if you get the fly ball, it's a different story. But checking the range, 3-5, and that is a right to Rudy May, actually. So Rudy May's range is a 2, but with the infield in. Now, see, this is kind of weird because the infield in is not going to affect his range because he's the pitcher. So I'm going to overrule that and just keep him at a 2 because it doesn't make sense for him to lose anything on his range because he's already in, he's already considered in anyway, and he's not being penalized because everybody else is in. So I'm going to keep it as a 2 and not worry about it. So we got a range play, ground ball to first, or to the pitcher, I should say, and he is a 2. So let's see if he can get to it. He does not, so it's failed range play anyway, so it's a moot point, and that's a base hit as it gets through the infield. Right past Rudy May, and that will score LaFleur. Tigers lead it now by the score of 3-1. So again, we'll check LaFleur's BR rating or attempt rating, which is an 8. See if he can get a jump. 7, he does. He's going to try to steal. So the stolen base, Rudy May subtracts 1 from the stolen base, and Dave Duncan adds 1, so they wash out to a 0. So we check LaFleur's card. It's a 15. 1 to 15, he steals it. Oh, wait, that's not LaFleur. He scored. Never mind. I got confused there. I was thinking it's Fydrich who's up there. Fydrich did not get the jump because he's only a 4, and I rolled a 7. So I apologize for that. That was not LaFleur. He scored after the triple. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. So Fydrich cannot do anything. Rusty Staub is now the batter. Infield at double play depth. I apologize for that snafu. 1-2 strikeout plus chance against a lefty on lefty, and that's going to be a strikeout plus. He's going to strike him out. That extra 10 adds to that strikeout total, and that puts Staub on the bench, grabbing some bench. So there's 2 down, and Willie Horton, who homered his last time up, steps up. 6-2 against a lefty. It's a star line. Against a righty, it's blank. So we go to Willie Horton. 6-1, he's going to fly to right, and that's going to end the inning. So the run comes across for the Tigers. In fact, 2 runs come across. My bad. And it is 3-1 Detroit as we go to the 7th. And Rudy may or may not come back. We'll see. Bullpen, they have some also-rans in the Oriole bullpen. They have Fred Holdsworth. Actually, Fred Holdsworth wasn't bad. 2.04 ERA. They have Dyer Miller, Tippy Martinez. They got some decent bullpen guys, so it might not be too bad to go to the bullpen. We'll see. Here's Singleton to lead off the top of the 7th. 3-3. And again, 3-3 on Fydrich is the ballpark card, so we bring in Tiger Stadium for Singleton. And we get a 4-3. 4-3 is a home run chance to the pull side. He's a switch hitter, batting left-handed, so the pull side is right field. That D20 is a 16. His home run's only a 10, so it won't be a home run. It'll be a fly to right field. So he just missed it, but he had a chance, but he just missed it. Got up under it. So here comes Tony Muser, the DH. 5-5, and that is a strikeout chance on Fydrich. That's a 2, so it's definitely going to be a strikeout when you get him that low. So Muser whiffs. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to send us to Mark Belanger. 2-5 is a potential walk. And so Belanger, with that 5 being that low, it's going to be a walk. 2-out walk to Belanger. His attempt is a 5. So let's see if he can get a jump. 20 means a chance for a pickoff. So we're going to roll. If we get a 1, it's a pickoff. We do not. So no pickoff. But Belanger cannot go anywhere. So it'll bring up the sensei. 4-6. Trying to hold back his knees, and I don't have a pause button, so I'm out of luck. 4-6 is a hit by pitch chance, but -4 again is going to take that away. So the sensei steps up. 4-4. Liner to first, and Jason Thompson's going to field it. He lined to first last time. Must like doing that. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, 3-1. Now the question is, do they have Rudy May come back out, or do they? You know what? They're going to go to a righty a lefty, because there's a whole bunch of righties coming up for the Tigers. So Fred Holdsworth is going to be on in relief for the Orioles. Fred Holdsworth did have a 2.04 ERA, 4-1 with 2 saves in just under 40 innings of work, so not bad. Let's see what he can do here against Alex Johnson, the left fielder. 6-5, and he comes right back in. It's a hit by pitch chance, but he's a -10, so that takes away any possibility of that. Here's Alex Johnson. We'll finish the at-bat on his card. 2-1, and that's a fly to right field against a righty. Against a lefty, he would have doubled, so it's a good thing he took Rudy May out of there, because that would have been a double. Instead, it's a fly to right, and there's out number 1. So here's Jason Thompson against Holdsworth. 3-2. That shows as a wild pitch, which is really a foul ball when the bases are clear. We go back to Holdsworth again for a range play. So we got a range play on Jason Thompson. 5-3 is a question mark 7 against a right-hander. 1-17 is a hit. That's a 5, which falls in the single category. But it is to left field, so the left fielder can take that hit away. Left fielder Bumry is a 4. So if this is a 1 through 4, that single becomes a fly to left. And it is. So Bumry, actually he's a center fielder playing left field, but you're not going to move Paul Blair out of there. So Earl had the benefit of having basically 2 center fielders there, and that took away potential base hit. So another great thing about this game is the range plays. I really like the range plays. All right, here's Rodriguez. 5-6, and we got a range play at the ballpark. So we go to Tiger Stadium, and we're going to have a range play at Tiger Stadium. For Rodriguez, it's a 3-4. That's a single to right, but again, the right fielder, Singleton, can take it away. His range is only a 2, though, so this has to be a 1 or 2 to stop that hit. And it is. Singleton, how about that? All the outfielders are making Earl Weaver look like a genius over there with his defensive prowess. So we go to the 8th. It is still 3-1 favor of the Tigers, and the Bird kind of nonchalantly going through this lineup pretty well. Dave Duncan's the leadoff man, but he's going to get pinch hit for. They need some offense. So Dave Duncan's going to come out, and we're going to have Reggie Jackson pinch hit. Reggie Jackson's going to pinch hit, and Rick Dempsey will take over behind the plate. So I need to write in Reggie. Why he didn't start this game, I don't know, because he was on the roster. And then Rick Dempsey is going to take over behind the plate in the bottom of the 8th. And Dempsey is a 5, 6, 7, and a -2. So much better defensively. So they improved their defense as well. So kind of like a double blessing there for them. All right, so Fydrich now will be facing Reggie Jackson to start the 8th. 5-1, and that's the ballpark card. That @sign's the ballpark card. So we go to Tiger Stadium for Reggie. He's got a 20 on his home run, so any of these home run pulls or home run whatever will be a definitive home run for Reggie. If he can find it. 3-4. Steady finds a single to right field. That's probably good enough for Earl. Pinch hit single. Pinch hit single for Reggie. He's got an attempt of 5. So let's see what he can do here. However, well, nope, there's still enough time, so there's still 2 innings left, and there's only 2-run deficit, so we'll check and see if he gets the jump. He does not. It is a potential pickoff, though, because I rolled that 20, but there's no pickoff. So Reggie will stay put. Now the infield is at double play depth. Now for Al Bumry. 3-5. 3-5 is a blank, so we go to Bumry's card. Trying to avoid the double play for the Orioles, but he does ground it to third, so it's a potential double play. He's a 2, becomes a 3 because they were playing in. The pivot shortstop Verizon is a 0. So it is a 1-3 for a double play for Al Bumry. That's a 4. So 4, let's check and see if 4 is greater than Reggie Jackson's BR rating. It is. His BR rating's a 3. That's a 4. So that means it's a fielder's choice. So it is going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice. But Bumry is aboard, and he's obviously an even faster runner than Reggie. So his attempt is an 8. And that's a 2, so that means he's going to try it. He's a 16. Fydrich takes away 3, makes it a 13. Kim takes away 2, makes it an 11. So a 1-11, he steals it. 16, he's caught stealing. So Earl Weaver is not going to be happy about getting caught stealing when you're down by 2 in the late innings. Not even trying that, but however, Bumry thought he saw something and could sneak something by Fydrich, but it was not to be. So 2 out space is clear for Paul Blair, and 6-6 is a blank. So here's Blair. 4-1. Starline 3 is a ground ball to Thompson, and that's going to end the inning. He just steps on the bag. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 3-1 favor of the Tigers, as Fydrich going for his 10th win. If he gets the win, he'll be 10-4. 10-4, good buddy, if he gets the win. So bottom of the 8th will be bottom of the order Garcia, Kim, and LaFleur against Holdsworth. 2-5 is a blank against the righty. Starline against the lefty. He's a righty batter, so it is a blank. Finish on Garcia. 2-2 is a single pass short. So Garcia gets that base hit. His attempt is a 3, but Holdsworth takes away 1 with his hold rating, so it's a 2 for an attempt rating, and that's a 7, so nothing's going to happen. Infield is double play depth, so Kim is now a 3, plus you got 1 from Holdsworth makes it a 4. So 1 to 4 if Kim hits into a double play chance. 1-5, that's a range play. Now, since they're at double play depth, everybody's range goes down 1 in the infield. So we'll see, except for the pitcher, of course. 2-1 is a single pass third base, but we're checking to see if DeSensei can get it. His range is a 2, but since they're at double play depth, it's down to a 1. So this red die has to be a 1 for him to make the play. If not, it's a failed range. And it's failed range. See, if they were at normal depth, he would have gotten that, but double play depth didn't cover it. So since it's failed, we're going to roll it again. If it's a 5 or a 6, then it's not only a failed range for a single, it becomes a failed range for a double, if it's a 5 or a 6. Nope, it's a 4, so it's just a single, but single past third, and with the ball hit to third, they're not going to get the runner to third from first to third. That's going to be almost impossible. Garcia, his BR rating is a 3, but you're going to lose a lot going from first to third. Let's see here, on a S5 to get from first to third, you have to have a 6th to even think about it, or to get to it. So can't do it, but runners are at first and second now for Ron LaFleur. And now Tippy Martinez is loosening because you got Rusty Staub coming up in a couple of batters. So Holdsworth may not make it through the inning. We'll see. 6-5, and that's a hit by pitch chance, but again, -10 from Holdsworth is going to take that away. So here's LaFleur. 3-5. 3-5 is a ground ball to third. Again, they're at double play depth, but this is not a range play. This is a straight double play. So that means that's a 3, plus the 1 is a 4. So this is a 1 through 4. It's a double play. It's a 6, so the runners advance. So LaFleur grounds to third. Sensei's only play apparently was to first base. And so they get the out, but now runners at second and third. The infield's going to have to come in for Tom Verizer. And again, that reduces the range on everybody by 2. 3-3, and that's a double question mark. Double question mark against a right-hander. You have to have a 1 to 4 to be a star line. That's a 16, so we skip it. Go to Verizer. 5-4, and that's a single to left field. 5-4 is a single to left field, so Verizer just gave him some insurance runs, as that will score Garcia. Now, Kim doesn't run all that well. Kim is a BR rating, or base running rating, of 2. The ball was hit to left field. Bumry is a +1, so that puts up the BR rating to a 3. And to score from second on a single to left, you add another 1, so that makes it a 4. So Kim has a chance. 1 to 4, he can score. The 5, he's got to hold. Red die is a 6, he's probably out. It's a 6, so he's probably out. So we come over to the secondary throw chart, and if the number on the white die is a 2 through 5, which this is, that's a 4, then the lead runner is thrown out, but the trail runner's BR rating, base running rating, is greater or equal to the white die, then he advances. Now the base running rating of Verizer is only a 2, so he cannot advance. So Bruce Kim is out, and that's going to go, we're going to call it 7, just call it straight out 7-2, as Dempsey blocked the plate and kept that extra run from scoring. But it is now 4-1, and Holdsworth will leave for Tippy Martinez as they play the percentages lefty on lefty against Rusty Staub. So Tippy Martinez is in to try to get this final out and keep the game right where it is. John Hiller is loosening the Tiger bullpen in case Fydrich should run into any issues. Here's Staub against Martinez, lefty on lefty. 4-5, and a 4-5 is a walk plus. Doesn't matter who it is, lefty or righty. Walk plus, so he's definitely going to walk. That's a 15. He would not have walked normally, but the +10 is going to give him that walk. And it's going to put runners at first and second with 2 down. And now we're back to the right-hander Horton, but they're going to have to stick with Martinez. They have no choice. 3-2, and that is a strikeout chance. 12 against a left-hander. He will not strike out. Against the right-hander he would have, but against the left-hander he will not. So Horton's still in there for the at-bat. 3-3, and he's going to single to left field. So Tippy Martinez taking it on the chin. Single to left, and there are 2 outs. So Bumry's a +1 arm, plus there's 2 outs, makes it a +2 overall, plus the base running rating of Verizer, who is a 2. So that's a total of 4. Then to score from second on a single to left, you add 1 again. That's a 5. So if the red die is a 5 or less, he will score, and he does. So the fact that there were 2 outs gave Ariza that chance to score. Extra run is in. It is now 5-1 Tigers. The save situation is now out of play. Staub will have to stop at second with the ball to left field. But it's 5-1 lead, and the Tigers have kind of blown this thing open. Here's Alex Johnson. Earl doesn't want to burn any more bullpen, so it's Tippy Martinez or bust. 4-2 is a range play. 5-5 is a ground ball to third, so we're checking the range of DeSensei, and he's a 2. Thought he had better range than that, but he does not. And that's a 3, so it's a failed range play. And again, if it's a 5 or 6, it's a double. It's a 6, so it's a double. Double past third base, actually into left field. So double into left field is a -1 to score from first base. We know Staub's going to score from second. Horton, -1, but Montgomery's +1, so that washes. There are 2 outs, so we will add 2 to the, or 1 to the Horton BR rating. He becomes a 2. So if this is a 1 or 2, he will score. 4 he has to hold, so he has to hold at third base. But 3 runs are in, and I think Earl has put up the white flag and just said, Tippy, you take it. Here's Jason Thompson, lefty on lefty. 1-5, and against a left-hander, that's a walk chance, but that's a 19, so no walk. So Thompson, 6-1, he's going to fly to left, and the inning is finally over. After 8 come to the plate, 3 of them score, and the Tigers now lead it comfortably 6-1 as we go to the top of the 9th. And of course, the Bird going for yet another complete game. He was well known for his complete games, so no reason not to. He's faced 29 batters. He can face 34 before fatigue fits in. So assuming he doesn't get any more trouble, then he will get the complete game. Here's Bobby. It's Grich, May, and Singleton, numbers 3, 4, and 5 in the order. 1-4, and that is a walk chance against a right-hander. The D20, though, was a 19, so no walk. I'll take it back. It was a walk. Grich has a 19. Do you believe that? Plus the stadium adds one, gives him a 20, so it was a walk. I didn't realize Grich walked that much, but he has a huge walk rating. So Grich will walk. We're not doing strategy rolls when it's 6-1, so we eschew that and go straight to Lee May. 1-6 is another walk chance. His walk, though, is only a 7. Stadium adds 1, makes an 8, but that's a 9, so no walk. So Lee May, 4-5, and it's still going to be a single pass short. So maybe John Hiller might have to come in after all. We'll have to wait and see. S6 to get from first to third, you need 5 BR, and Grich only has a base running rating of 3, so he has to hold at second. So first and second, nobody out for Ken Singleton, but one long ball can get him right back in the game. 1-5, and there we go, home run question mark. Switch hitter batting left. The check is 1-19. That passes that. So now we come to Singleton. If this next D20 is a 1 through 10, then we have a 3-run homer. And it is a 19, so it did not make it. He's not out. It just means he didn't get the home runs. Now we're going to re-roll on Singleton. 6-4, ground ball to first, and they were at double play depth, so he becomes a 4. So if it's a 4, it's a double play. It's a 3, so it will be a double play, and it will be a 3-6-3 double play. So 2 quick outs all of a sudden, and Grich will make it to third, but that's pretty inconsequential. Now there are 2 outs, and Tony Muser, the last man standing between Fydrich and a complete game. 4-6 is a hit by pitch chance again, but Fydrich -4 and plus Muser has a 0, so no hit by pitch. Finish up on Muser. 3-6, it's a ground ball to second. Garcia will field it, and the ball game is over. Orioles won this game in real life 1-0, but Tigers win this one 6-1. I'll move this out of the way and just put the score sheet in the camera, hopefully, so you can see what's going on with the score sheet in this little minuscule little fitting here. Let's see, were there any errors? I don't think there were any errors. So no errors. All right, let's check hits for the Orioles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. So I got unofficially, until I really check into it deeper, I've got Fydrich going 9 innings, getting the win, giving up 1 run, which was earned, 5 hits, And let's check his walks and strikeouts. He did walk a couple. He walked Belanger here, and he walked Grich there. That's 2. And he walked Duncan. That's 3. So he had 3 walks, which was a little bit unusual for him. He usually has better control than that. And strikeouts, he doesn't strike out that many. He struck out Duncan here, and he struck out Muser there. That's 2. That's it, just 2. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. But the ground ball was working. A lot of putouts by the first baseman. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually 4, because it was double play. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16. So unofficially, I have 16 ground ball outs. So he had the ground ball working, needless to say, and the Orioles couldn't get a whole lot going on. They got the run in the first, but then after that, they were pretty much stymied the rest of the way. And it really took Willie Horton's home run to get them going in the 5th. And then once they got that going, then that triple by LaFleur really let them take off. So hits for the Tigers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unofficially 10 hits. So unofficially, and I'll try to fit this in as much best as I can. Unofficially, the Tigers win it 6-1. Well, that's not unofficial. 6-1 is not unofficial. That's the official game score. But the line score unofficially: 6-10-0 for the Tigers, 1-5-0 for the Orioles. Fydrich improves to 10-4. His ERA is certainly going to improve because he only allowed the 1 run. So I'll have to go back to the spreadsheet and add these into his totals and see how he does. Like I said, in the real game, the Orioles won it 1-0, 1-6-1 and 0-6-1. But Tigers gave Fydrich the run support he needed. And so the next start will be at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, as he's going to be facing Ed Figueroa and the Yankees in the next start. And that is a replay of the August 3rd start. It'll be start number 16. But right now, 10-4 through 15 starts. I think this is 15. I have to double check it. I think it's 15. Hope I didn't mess that up. But anyway, that's going to do it from here. In case, like I said, I did record the Red Sox and Orioles 1977, game 162 that was forced to be played because the Red Sox had climbed within 1 game of the Orioles, and they only played 161 in real life. Game 162 was rained out and was not made up because the pennant race didn't depend on it, but this time it did. So I did record that, and unfortunately it came through sideways. So I'm going to try to post it if I can get it to spin around. If I can't, then I'll just have to move on to something else and move on to the ALCS. And I also have a White Sox season replay to finish up. I've already finished all the games. I just need to do a replay, or not a replay, a recap of the stats. And I was very happy actually with the Stratomatic stats. They were very comparable. So I was definitely happy with how the stats turned out. And I'll do a separate video just on how the stats did for each player, comparing their real life stats with the replay stats. So once again, I feel like a broken record saying I apologize, but I'm going to do something with this phone. I got to do something with it, because I got to be able to figure out how to get this thing back into landscape so you can see the whole picture and not just this little condensed version where you feel like you're looking through a knothole or something. Maybe call it the Knothole Gang video. Maybe it's a new spin of putting it on there. I don't know. But anyway, Fydrich was the man. And so the main reason I bought this 76 set from Inside Pitch, when I bought Inside Pitch, I wanted to get a season with it, and the first season I decided to buy was the 76 season, and it was just because of this guy right here, Mark Fydrich. That's the reason I bought it, and plus the fact that no other game had 76. So, at least not on the cards and dice, except maybe APA, but Strat and Inside Pitch didn't have those available. So that was the reason why I decided to go for that. So I do appreciate everybody that tuned in and put up with my shenanigans and my knothole version of the video. I'm almost tempted to take this thing down once it plays, because I really don't want it to show out to everybody else, because it is not up to my standards. But anyway, that's you know, what's the saying? You know, you make lemonade out of lemons. Hopefully, I was able to make at least maybe a tarted version of lemonade out of this lemon I've ended up with in my camera. One of these days, I'll actually get a real camera and not have to use my phone. But technology, I'm a 20th century guy in a 21st century world, and I just can't avoid it right now. But maybe one of these days. That's my goal. All right, that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday night. And I'm sure someone will be streaming shortly, whether it be RJL or whether it be Rob or whether it be Tenacious Earl or somebody, maybe even, I think Dave Little maybe reserves for Friday for his basketball, because that's Friday night basketball. It's kind of the tradition. So, and I think Dave Gardner just did a video yesterday with Uncle Ron, so they may not be doing a video tonight. I don't know. But I'm sure RJL will be doing a payoff pitch version or History Maker Golf, one of those two things. And of course, there's plenty of videos out there that I haven't seen yet that I need to catch up on that other people have done earlier. So if you can't catch them live, it's always, catch them on demand, as they say, is always a good thing as well. So that's going to do it from here. Postseason starts tonight, Mariners and Orioles. There you go. All right, you can see Ken Griffey Jr. and Cal Ripken go at it. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play in the hobby, whether it's baseball, football, wrestling, golf, boxing, plethora of things. You can, Johnson and Messina, there you go. It sounds like a rock group. Well, that was Loggins and Messina, right? Okay. So at least you don't have a pitcher named Loggins. That would be interesting if you had Loggins and Messina. So, but I guess Randy Johnson doesn't fit that because his mama don't dance and his daddy doesn't rock and roll. All right, that's going to do it from here. Take care, everybody. And until next time, I will see you all down the road.